So bonus episodes. Let's talk about some stuff. What movies have you guys watched recently that you want to kind of chat about?
have, have you guys? Hold on, Josh. I know where you're going. Have you guys? Have you guys watched Meet the Blacks too?
Oh, never seen the first one.
It's because you ain't black.
I know.
But if you watch it, I'm gonna start using that for everything. It's because you ain't.
I used to be upset when people are saying that, but now as time goes on, it's like, well, I don't know if I.
It's a dumbass. It's a dumb thing to say. It's a dumb thing to say. It's the dumbest shit to say.
I'm starting saying thank you because if it means I ain't gotta watch something like that, shit, I don't know what the hell I'm getting upset about, man.
To answer your question, no, I don't even know what that is.
Isn't the first one with Mike Epps?
And the second one is with Mike Epps.
And
With Mike Epps, then I'm not gonna.
Well, Tasha doesn't like Mike Epps.
No.
But I think it's funny.
I don't like him as the main character. He's like the side character, and he's not going over the top. Like I liked him in Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. The right amount over the top was All About the Benjamins.
So you like a dad? You like a dash of him?
Yeah, I like a little bit of him, but I couldn't get into the show called the. It's not even his fault. It's called the Upshaws.
That show is fucking incredible. See, I think that's where it is the taste. Remember, it's the taste. I'm a fan of Mike Epps' comedy.
Well, yeah, but like I just feel like it's so dated. Like
I love it. It reminded me. Okay, so that was my favorite type of television. Those sitcoms. Mm-hmm. So in this, it's like you said, it's dated because it's like that time frame. The way they did the show, and I fucking loved it.
But it seems like it's trying too hard to be that time frame. Where during that time frame, they were just a show in the 90s. You know,
it's not. Okay, wait.
I feel like they're trying too hard with the laugh track and the jokes they have that are just not really landing.
They're funny. So Tasha, okay, now you need to watch the show then, so you can be the tiebreaker on it. The Upshaws.
I'm not watching that. It's got Mike Epps in it.
And it has Wanda Sykes.
I'm not watching.
I like Wanda Sykes too, but like I said, the jokes in there just seemed like they were just so forced. It was like watching WandaVision, where like they're trying to be funny with that old school 50 stuff, and it's like, okay, I get what you're trying to do. It's not. Yeah.
Well, okay, wait, because this might be the difference maker. Did you like the Wayans show and then like Jamie Foxx show and all of those?
Yeah.
So you did like those shows? Mm-hmm. No, I'm asking you, Josh.
Yeah, I like the Wayans brothers because I liked Marlon and Sean together.
Right, so it's that same type of sitcom. It's the exact same.
I mean, I know what you mean. It's the same, but like, I just didn't care for the jokes. The jokes for me didn't land too well. Like, it didn't flow natural. It seems like they were like trying to. Wayans brothers had me cracking up. And plus, you got John Witherspoon and what's her name from? That's a bonus there too.
Well, I love the Wayans brothers too, but Marlon forced a lot of those jokes.
I don't think so.
He's over the top period.
Over the top period. That's what I'm saying. So it's like you always have that type of dude. But I really like the Upshaws.
Also, like I think like Marlon is a better actor than what's his name, Mike Epps. Like Marlon actually could be in a drama movie.
He is
like
a drama movie.
Yeah, like you see.
Oh, he is, and that one coming out.
Requiem for a Dream, and even Above the Rim, I think he's got some serious.
Yeah, Marlon's up. I mean, like, cause people see Sixth Sense as a comedy. Not six. What is it called? Senseless.
Yeah.
Senseless. He has serious moments in there too. I always thought Marlon was a good actor. Like he could play serious and funny. Mm-hmm. Like he's always been like that.
To me, my favorite, like as far as like Wayne's brother that's gone and out and done his own and doesn't like he does stuff with his brothers, but he can still be on his own for all these years.
I didn't. Wait. I didn't say Marlon was my favorite Wayans brother. I just said Marlon was a good actor.
No, he was a good actor, but I had to bring that up to where it's like, you know, Marlon, you know, was my favorite as a kid, but as I got older, I kind of started liking Damon Wayans because he can do.
I don't think none of them
action. What's up?
None of them compared to Damon Wayans. He's in his own lane. Like that's I wouldn't even put him in the he can do. I just fucking watched again. What's the movie with him and Bruce Willis? I just watched it randomly like 2 days ago. Yeah, like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Like Damon Wayans has always been that standout. Like he's always been different from everybody, even from his stand up comedy. Like he's been different.
Yeah.
So I won't even put them in the same category. I'm just comparing the shows. So the Upshaws gives me that because that was my favorite time for television.
Mm-hmm.
When I had the Jamie Foxx and Martin and all of these sitcoms. So it really reminds me of that. So maybe that's why it doesn't bother me with the punchlines. I think it's fucking hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like I always say, if a show reminds me of something and I don't really care for it, I'll just go back to watch the show it reminds me of. Like, shoot, I haven't seen Wayans Brothers and Jamie Foxx show in a while, so I might try to go back and watch that.
They're on Paramount app.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, I love how I asked about movies and we went on this whole tirade about 90s sitcoms. So Meet the Blacks too.
Hey, we're doing our rants like we usually do.
But like you said, if you don't really care for Mike Epps, because Meet the Blacks is basically just Mike Epps' version of Scream. So it's like
but it's supposed to be a spoof, right? It's supposed to be
a spoof. So that's what I'm saying. It's his version of Scream. So it's like his version of
like Scary Movie or a haunted house. Like
no,
his take on like a.
So not Scream. I don't mean to say Scream. Scary Movie. Scary Movie was I didn't mean to say Scream. So Scary Movie is a spoof of Scream. So Meet the Blacks is a spoof of what's that? The Purge.
Yeah. Is the second one supposed to be the same thing? It's based off of Make Fun of the Purge or something?
No, the second one is a spoof of like there was this old school vampire movie where like the boy was like, "Mom, don't invite him in the house." I don't know if you guys remember this movie. It was like the guy was next door. He's a vampire. It's the old school movie. Like the boy knew he was a vampire. Fright Night. So
yeah, they did original and remake. Yeah.
So this is Mike Epps' version of Fright Night.
And and they're comedies.
Yes.
Just watch the trailer. There,
yeah. So Fright Night, Josh. Fright Night. There's the vampire next door, and Mike Epps, the vampire, is Cat Williams. This shit is fucking hilarious.
All right, I'm putting it on my list. I didn't know that's what they were about.
Yeah, it's just a spoof of those, and then like you get the cameos from everybody, from all the black people in it.
I would have to watch that with a group of people to laugh and talk.
Josh, you can watch it after you take your medicine. I think you'll find it fucking hilarious.
I got a bunch of other shows I need to watch. So many damn shows to watch.
Wait. Go ahead.
What were you gonna ask?
I was gonna say we watched the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard.
Oh, how was that?
The
funny stuff was in the trailer.
Did you like the first one, Lamar?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was cracking up at the trailer for the second one. So was all the stuff in the trailer?
Yeah. No.
Do you have expectations?
Yeah. So you want to talk about forced comedy?
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
Was it Ryan Reynolds mostly, or both?
If you want to talk about forced comedy, no, it was Salma Hayek.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because she plays one of the main characters, and she has bigger.
She plays the wife.
Yeah, she's
the wife.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So was she the main issue with the movie for you?
No, it's it gave me the the movie with Ice Cube and Kevin Hart.
Oh, Ride Along.
Right, and then you watch Ride Along too, and it's like we now we know what we were in the first one, so we're going to try to continue on that. So it's like the jokes aren't hitting because you're just Ryan Reynolds is too sarcastic, Samuel Jackson is too much of an asshole, and Salma Hayek is trying too hard to be serious and funny. It was over the top. It was very over the top.
Even more than the first one too, or the top more than the first one.
I just thought the first one was funny. This one was.
I thought it was funny, but I wouldn't go back and watch it. The first one.
Right, I wouldn't either.
And I'm not tripping on the second one, so I'm glad you watched it for us, Lamar. So now I don't have.
Thank you. Yeah, so we can pass on it. Cool.
I'll take that off my watch list.
If you're curious, watch it. But it's like I said, I guess somebody's gonna find it funny. But I just noticed like, oh, okay, you guys are trying too hard in these scenes. Like Ryan Reynolds is naturally sarcastic, but some of the scenes it's like, okay, now you're just throwing too many sarcastic lines in one scene.
That's what I feel like. I think Ryan Reynolds is funny and a good actor, but I think they're really like doing that. Like they only think that he can just do the sarcastic role.
Well, he's like
ever since Deadpool.
So they're doing that. They're doing the Kevin Hart thing with him. Remember when I said he always does the I'm small and like, so Ryan Reynolds is like overly sarcastic.
But the funny thing, he wasn't overly or maybe he was the right amount of sarcastic in like Van Wilder, or maybe it was the first time seeing him in that. Yeah. But all these other movies I've seen him in, I didn't think he was doing the over the top sarcastic.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. But that's what I said. In this one, you could tell they were trying to live off what the first one was. So it's like we're gonna do ×2 of what we did with that.
With both of their personalities, with Sam Jackson and Ryan Reynolds.
I'm not saying I didn't laugh during it on some scenes, but then it was like, okay.
Bring it down.
Salma Hayek, I can barely understand what you're saying.
All right, Josh, what did you see that you want to talk about?
I highly recommend The Suicide Squad. As I said, my second favorite film of the year. Like I knew I was going to enjoy it, but I know I was going to be like enjoy it this much because I did like the first one. Like a lot of people hated on the first one, and the first one was one of those things where I was like, man, I'm not going to like this. I kept on complaining to my friends. I didn't want to watch it. I didn't want to see it. Watched it. Like, fuck. Now I got to say I liked it. It's one of those things I didn't want to like it.
The first one I did not like.
Guys, I was an asshole. I liked it. And then this one, like I didn't have high expectations, but I was like, looking forward to seeing it. And it has a great cast. Like Idris Elba to me is what like really makes that movie for me. Wait, have you guys seen it? I watched it.
No.
You're not going to because you didn't like the first one?
No, I'm still gonna watch it. But my expectations are under this fucking desk. Because that first one.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's above the first one. It's 10 times better than the first. I think I don't know, Tasha, did you watch it or did you just see that part?
So I started it and then I got highly distracted and it was on. So like after 45 minutes, I don't know what happened because I was doing something. But the first 30 minutes, like when it started, I was like, okay, this is a little like cheesy. Like what the hell? But then where it went, I was like, oh, okay, I see. And then I just could not stop laughing. Josh, that whole scene where they go to the camp and John Cena and Idris Elba are battling over killing people. that made me crack. I'm
still gonna watch it.
Yeah, I was laughing my ass
That's
off.
when I text you, Josh. I was like, this movie has me dying over here. This is hella funny. But then, like I said, I didn't finish it.
Okay. Well, the guy that did this did the Guardians, like both the Guardian movies, James Gunn. So he always has this like wackiness to him in his movies.
So the guy that did this one didn't do the first one?
No, it's a different guy.
Oh, good. Thank God.
Yeah. So maybe you might feel differently about it.
Yeah, because I like Guardians. I like both of the Guardians.
Yeah. Well, what I think about this one is that I feel like he didn't have to hold back because, like, in Guardians, it's still owned by Disney, so he can't go all out violent, bizarre. Like in Guardians 2, I think he did a little bit, but in this one,
it was gory.
Like, I think was that again?
It was gory.
It was gory. It was fucking brutal.
Yes.
I really thought it was funny. It's got a good cast. Like Idris Elba to me is always great. Violet Dips. I wasn't expecting the beginning action scene. Kind of made me like, oh, and I just talked this to Keenan. Like, I don't think they're gonna kill anybody. They gotta have movie, like future movies or whatever. And I said that the day before. Next day we see it, I'm like, damn, okay, well. And if a movie kind of says, hey Josh, shut the fuck up, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, that's when I like it. That's when I like the movie that tells me to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm still gonna watch it, but it's like I said, that after that first one, they tried to set the scene like we are badasses. All right.
Well, Tasha, it's like you're saying, it's it's cheesy, but I think this meant to be. Like, here's what I'm gonna say about this one. I think, like Deadpool, they had the whole comedy action thing, but it kind of got repetitive. Like I love
Deadpool.
But this one, to me, what I liked about Suicide Squad is like it balanced comedy, action, some character moments when like they're talking about their backstory. So I thought it had like a good mixture. And I can't say anything without spoiling it. But when Idris Elba was all, you see that? And he's all kind of like, cool. Oh yeah, you didn't see it, Tasha.
If it was later in the movie, I probably didn't see it.
Yeah, no, it's because at the end, like it's just like I said, it's bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, it just didn't seem like too obnoxiously bizarre. Like I hate when rated R films try to be like, hey, we're rated R. Like Logan and Deadpool always got to remind you, hey, we're rated R. We got to drop an F-bomb. We got to do something violent just because.
Yeah,
especially if you're terrible like Logan.
But yeah, like Suicide Squad, like I said, second favorite movie of the year behind Snyder Cut, Justice League, which that was another movie I didn't think I was gonna like.
And that movie was fantastic. So yeah. I don't even know what my movie of the year is right now. I can't even.
Yeah, I don't know.
I need to see a list. But I randomly watched. Was it Project X? That movie's fucking hilarious.
That movie's pretty funny.
Is that the one where it's like a party?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I was getting confused with that with Michael B. Jordan's first movie where they had powers.
Oh, I remember that movie.
What was that one?
That movie's all right.
It's all right. It's called Chronicle. It was okay.
Chronicle, yeah, it was all right.
Yeah. Well, because it has the like the documentary type of filming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but Project X is the same shit. Yeah, documentary type filming.
That's why I was confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just over the top funny.
Can't Hardly Wait or any type of house party movie on like fucking steroids.
Yeah, that shit is fucking hilarious, man.
Yeah.
Are you guys? Do you still rate your movies on Letterboxd? Because that's how I'm keeping track of.
I hella forgot, but
yeah, same
I haven't watched nothing new recently though, so maybe I can go back. Oh, I did watch something new.
Was it the Nicolas Cage movie?
No,
he's got a new movie.
What is it? It's called no, we watched Fast 9.
And how was that? Never mind.
I think you loved it, Lamar, based on your facial expression.
I'm getting tired of it. The whole time I kept like every 20 minutes I kept telling Katrina, I was like, this all started from street racing.
We actually just had that conversation, me, Josh, and Guy, and we were talking about how the first one was one thing, and it just took off to become something totally different. Like the first one was actually had a story. Granted, like Josh, you said, there's not a lot of street racing, but it was more story based. And then it just went over the top with all of the parachuting out of cars, out of airplanes, and
the first one did seem kind of like, I guess, more grounded or more like kind of realistic than
the thing is,
all this other stuff they're doing.
I loved the first one. I watched the first one so many times. I fucking loved the first one.
Yep.
I even liked Tokyo Drift was all right to me. I don't think it was terrible. It was all right. And then I liked the one with Tyrese. I didn't like Paul Walker trying to do the urban talk, but I did like I did like the movie.
I did not like
that. Yeah.
I think I liked that a little bit more because it was more racing, and that's where I went like
right.
Thing, yeah.
But the acting in that one was fucking horrendous from everyone.
Oh, nah, Ludacris is cool.
In what? Ludacris is cool in what?
Compared to
in what?
Was that
Ludacris is still terrible today.
Hence Fast 9. I'm still gonna watch it. Like I'm not.
You have to watch it. You're invested.
I'm not ready. I didn't watch it.
I'm not gonna go to theaters and watch it because I've seen all the other ones, including Hobbs and Shaw. Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen Fast and Furious in theaters.
Okay, so but I would say this about Fast. Well, I don't want to spoil nothing there.
So Fast and Furious, the 7th one, Paul Walker's last one was the last one I watched because I was like, they don't need to do anymore. Like this was the perfect way to end the series, but then they kept on going. So I was like, no. So I didn't watch the spinoffs or the 8th one.
Josh, did you watch Fast 9?
No. I was thinking about it just because I wanted to go to the theaters and get out the house, but luckily there was other movies to choose from when I decided to go. Like,
can I talk about my movie?
I just want to say one thing about Fast 9. So I was wondering what they were gonna do with Paul Walker's character, and then when they said what it was, I was just like, like,
Yeah.
it wouldn't, not in real life. And the angle they took, not in real life. It just doesn't. It does not make sense.
What was The Rock in this one or no?
No, John Cena replaced him as his brother.
Yeah,
he's done with the movies.
No,
the brother that he never mentioned.
John Cena is Dom's brother.
Yes.
Yeah, is Vin Diesel's brother. I was listening to a little review on it today because I was like, I don't really care. I'm gonna watch it, but I don't really care about being spoiled. About it being spoiled. So I heard that and I was like, oh, okay. And I think they said something about Paul Walker, but I cannot remember what it was.
I mean, it's just in real life.
I remember hearing,
in real life, no. In real life, no. Not with the situation, no.
So, Tasha, what was your movie that you saw?
I saw Old, M. Night Shyamalan's movie.
The fuck is that?
You haven't heard of Old?
No.
Where they go to a beach and then they start like aging.
I think I seen one preview for that.
Sounds like an M. Night Shyamalan movie to me.
I went and saw that.
Okay.
And it was interesting. Like the story was interesting, and that might just be M. Night Shyamalan's like just thing. Like you watch and you're like, okay, cool. And then when it ends, you're just like, It wasn't like it had a twist, but it wasn't like shown as this big, huge twist reveal or whatever. It was like, oh, okay, I see. And that was it. So it was like anticlimactic.
His best twist will always be A Sixth Sense of like finding out.
What other movies did he make? Like big names.
Unbreakable.
I always hear his name and I just don't know what the fuck he did besides Sixth Sense. Oh, Signs is the biggest fucking twist. Fuck that twist.
I wouldn't even say it was a twist though.
What? I didn't expect them to be shown like that.
You mean that the aliens die of water?
No. I'm talking about him turning around, that motherfucker was standing there.
That's not a twist.
That's fucked my life up.
He was an alien the whole time. And then you find out you can fucking kill these things with water guns. Squirt guns. Right? That's all you gotta do.
The super sucker? That's like Mars Attack.
Mars Attacks. That's ridiculous.
I love Mars Attacks.
I think his biggest trying to be a reveal movie after The Sixth Sense was probably The Village. I don't feel like his other movies were supposed to be like a twist ending. Like Unbreakable, that wasn't really a twist ending.
No,
I didn't think so. The Village, I mean not The Village, The Visit was kind of a twist.
Yeah.
Where the kids go visit their grandparents.
I think that's the worst fucking mom ever. You know, you're not gonna be like, hey, this is what your grandparents look like. This is, we don't get this, you know.
That's like, hey, you love the Christmas movie. You love the Christmas movie like that. She sent that little girl to see her grandfather that never met her, and he was like, "You're not my granddaughter."
What was that again?
Jingle Jangle.
And he told her, "You're not my grandchild," and locked her out the house.
So I think with Old, it wasn't necessarily that it was a twist. It was just like, this thing is happening, and then you get the explanation as to why at the end. So I think with a lot of his movies, we have that expectation of there being a twist. And when it's done a certain way, we're thinking of it as being a twist, but it's not necessarily that. So with Old, it wasn't a horrible movie. It was kind of a trip. And then when it's explained later what's happening, it was just like, oh, okay, whatever. So
well, you keep like building us up and then tearing us down. Like, cause you made it seem like it's a good movie, and then you be like,
It was the ending kind of like took that the ending kind of will make or break the movie.
Is it one of those things where you watch it like, well, I didn't hate it, so I liked it? Is it one of those movies?
That's a crazy ass thing. I didn't hate it, so I liked it.
I would suggest watching, like, it's a movie that it wasn't bad enough to where I'm like, don't even bother. Like, I would say if you're interested, check it out. Just don't, go into
like
it knowing that don't like it. Don't watch it and like it. So
yeah.
So it's like the movie I keep talking about is hella long, and then at the end, just like, all right, fucking end it with the killing people in the coat. Midsommar.
Oh, no, not really. Because that one was just like, the movie was just weird in itself. So when it ended, it was just like, oh, okay. I mean, I guess it all goes together. Like it wasn't an up or down for me. It was just kind of just like this from beginning to end.
Like, was it just like entertaining enough to keep you interested, but not like, oh man, you got to check this movie out. It's a
Which
trip.
one? Old?
Like, yeah.
Like
imagine your dad and somebody said, I haven't seen Old. Would you go like this?
No.
Okay.
You ain't black.
I would say if it was on like a streaming service, then I would say, yeah, check it out, but not go to the theater and pay extra movie to see it.
Oh, you watched it at the theater?
Yeah, because I have my gift card. So, and I wanted to, Josh was saying, I wanted to go to a movie, so I was like, oh, I'll go check this out. Why not? So
yeah. Oh,
you can go watch the Escape Room.
Was it?
I forgot. Yeah, I want to check that one out.
I still got to see the first one.
Yeah.
I know. Might as well just watch the second one because they already told me what's going on. Like
you already
know the winners.
But I want to see Don't Breathe 2. That's one thing.
Yeah, I want to see that too.
I saw the trailer and I was like, I'm good. The first one was good, but I never went back and watched it again.
Okay, so I think so that makes me understand what you're saying, because the first Don't Breathe, once you get to the ending and you just like because the movie's so crazy during it, then when they start showing you the details, oh, he's really like this and he's a fucked up dude, then you're just like, all right.
So why would I watch a movie about this fucked up dude that has a little girl?
Yeah.
No,
all right.
I'll pass.
I mean, I've seen a lot worse when it comes to movies. The first one I thought was really cool, but yeah, it's not something I would go back to rewatch a lot, maybe every once in a while. But I think in this one, it seems like they're bringing more people for him to like actually fuck with. Because in the first one, he couldn't really kill off, because when you have like just 3 people in your movie, you can't just like kill them off. There'd be no movie.
Right.
So in this one, I don't know how many guys are coming in, but like, it's like, what's it called? Has anybody seen a Collector or Collection?
Oh, I thought it was.
It's all right. It's all right. I mean, it was cool. It was entertaining. Low expectations.
I thought he was talking about the tax collector. I was like, nah.
Yeah, but
so
it's one of those where. What's that?
Go ahead.
I was like, it seems like it's one of those where the first one is kind of more of like a thriller suspense, and then the second one there's gonna be a lot more action. Yeah, some stuff in it. Yeah.
You know, a movie looked interesting that I forgot all about, the Justin Timberlake movie.
He's got a movie
with the little boy. The little boy, he takes him in, but the little boy, I think he's gay, and people make fun of him. So he takes him in, but he's a felon, so he can't keep him. It's some weird shit.
Justin Timberlake.
I've never heard that one.
Yeah. I think it's on Amazon.
So Josh, you said you're looking forward to Don't Breathe. I saw that trailer when I saw Old, and I also saw one for The Night House, which I had kind of seen like ads about it on Hulu, but I didn't pay it no mind. And then of course at the movie theater, the trailer shows you fucking everything. So as I'm getting into it, I'm like, oh, this looks interesting. I had to stop watching it because it showed me something. And I was like, well, fuck, like I would have liked to have seen this when I watched the movie. So I'm interested in checking that one out.
It's a horror movie?
Yeah. Called The Night House. It's got Rebecca Hall in it, the girl from that movie with, she's in The Town with Ben
Affleck.
Oh yeah.
She was the teller. But she's also in that Jason Bateman movie where he, like an old high school friend of his, is like terrorizing him because he bullied him in high school. You remember that?
No. When you said Jason Bateman, I thought to that spy movie with that lady. He was fucking hilarious in that movie. He was in the club getting it, and she was like, "What are you doing here?" I didn't even know. It was
is that the wait? What's it called again? Melissa
McCarthy.
Yeah.
Something that identity theft, thief, or whatever it is called.
That shit.
Yeah.
Well, Katrina liked her movie with the lady from The Help. They're superheroes.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
Yeah, Katrina thought that shit was fucking hilarious.
Really?
Yeah, okay. I heard about it. I didn't see it.
I didn't either. Yeah.
She thought it was fucking hilarious.
Is there anything you're looking forward to besides the obvious, Lamar? Is there anything you're looking forward to seeing?
I still want to see the fucking the Idris Elba cowboy movie. Not that one. Not that bullshit. I was talking about the one where they're like robbing. They got Lakeith in it and fucking
the one with Regina King.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about that one.
I gotta check that out.
Is it already out?
I don't think so. I haven't seen it's a Netflix movie, and I've been on Netflix all weekend, so I don't think it hasn't dropped yet.
Wait, so nobody's saying Candyman? Is that like the most? That's what you're to most.
That's the obvious. I said besides the obvious.
That's obvious.